Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Miners will kick it away first. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas State's offense will start this game off with the football. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Moran. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, UTEP. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The offense set for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Bobcats will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Miners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference, offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference.
Ready, set.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback adapting. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Moran. Fires to the big fella. The Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Going airborne. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gonna run it, it's Riley. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. And
oh, he wants it all. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
you know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Moran. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Back to throw, it's Moran. Got his man quickly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy, and we heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
And the offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going for the big play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. The play action fake. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Moran. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, down and throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He's knocked down. Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Miners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bobcats offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be
turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Floating away. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Riley. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Bobcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Tight end trying to get in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Lindsey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the UTEP Miners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and and sacked at the 12. And the Miners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finding an escape route. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dances away to buy time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On third and long, trying to push it deep. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got a man. It's Brown. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Moran. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. The Miners have it with a first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Now sliding to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Moran. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Miners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. He got a step and just dusted the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Moran. The quick out. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And the Miners will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw, using his legs to buy some time. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. 2nd and goal coming up. He wants to change this route.
Slide 22.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good.
24-0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Moran. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gresham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Miners are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Defense looks like they're coming. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Miners will move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Moran. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And sticking. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Moran. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. Finds space on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bobcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. At the 45 on its way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powers through the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Riley. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Moran. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
31, UTEP 10.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moran. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for blockers. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Browning. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Moran. Pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got rid of it just in time.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know that
going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a catch on the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A shot toward the end zone. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of